Hello and good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. My name is Busayo Adubakare. I am your host for today. And, this is a podcast session of our live session, which is Let's Talk About Jesus. We just concluded a wonderful topic during the live session, and that is fatherhood, a sacred calling of sacrifice and grace. But today on this podcast, we are going to be looking at the trials and triumphs of fatherhood. So we are only going to be doing a few points as we usually do. If you would like to get a broader understanding of the topic, I encourage you to please check out our live session on YouTube and every other platform. It was a wonderful session, and I promise you don't want to miss it. So today, to help us through this topic of the trials and triumphs of fatherhood, I have Dr. Famaki. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us, sir. And thank you for the live session. Again, that was a great session. So thank you. I'm going to excuse myself and I'll leave the floor to you to walk us through a point on how what the trials and the triumphs of fatherhood. Thank you. Over to you.
All right. Hello and welcome. My name is Shola Famaki, and today we are diving into a journey that many have walked, but few talk about with honesty it deserves. That is the trials and triumphs of fatherhood. Fatherhood is a role that doesn't come with a manual. From the first moment the doctor says to you, congratulations, you are going to be a father, your life just changed forever. Sure, there is excitement, but also there is fear, there is pressure, and there is uncertainty. You want to know one of the earliest trials of fatherhood? It is called responsibility without rehearsal. You don't get to practice how to be a dad. Rather, you are thrown in headlong. You are sleep deprived, you are overwhelmed, and you are expected to lead nevertheless. Many fathers carry the weight of providing, in quotes, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, and morally. And for many, that's a tightrope to walk right there, especially if they didn't have a good example while they were growing up. Then comes the fear of failure, the pressure to always say the right thing, to show strength even when you feel weak, to be present when work, bills, and personal battles are pulling at your focus. Fathers often ask themselves in silence, am I really up to this? How about the cultural expectations? In some societies, dads are supposed to be tough and emotionally distant. They are expected to be the ever-roaring lion of the family. But thank God for today's fathers. They are breaking that mold. They hug more, they listen more, they show up at soccer games and school plays. And they say, I love you to children more and more. And that without shame. But you see, for every trial, there is triumph. Think about that first smile from your newborn when they recognize you. The sound of dada or daddy, whichever comes first, shouted as little feet raised towards you in excitement as you return home from work. The pride when your child mimics your values, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you respond to people, the way you laugh, the way you smile. Sometimes in ways you didn't even realize they noticed. The triumphs are rarely loud. They are in the quiet moments. Those moments when you help them through their homework. Those times when you teach them how to ride a bike. Those times when you sit in silence through their heartbreak and pain. Those times when you pray over them at 2 a.m. while they sleep soundly. Those times when you prep them up for Bible quizzes and recitations in church. You see, folks, fatherhood is not about perfection. Rather, it's about active presence. It's not about having all the answers, but it is about being willing to find them together. It's about legacy, not the legacy of wealth, but the legacy of wisdom and love. So, to every father listening today, please know this. Your trials are valid. Your triumphs are real. And even when it feels like you are failing, I want you to know that the fact that you care means you are already winning. So I'd like to thank you today for joining me on this podcast. If this message touched you, please share it with a dad you admire or a dad who needs encouragement. And to all the fathers out there, I want to say to you, we see you, we honor you, we love you. Please keep going. Until next time, please stay strong, stay present, and stay true. Happy Father's Day.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Happy Father's Day to all fathers. I'm listening to you and I could just feel like that right there was a healing session for someone. Okay. So that was a healing session, and I pray that whoever it is that needs that healing will receive it in Jesus' name. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Just two things that I wanted to highlight from what you said. That fatherhood is not about perfection, but it is about active presence. Yes. And also, it is not about knowing all the answers, but it's about willing to find the answers. So having that in mind as a father, I think will not just having it in mind, but believing in it will help take away some of the unnecessary weight or weight that God didn't place there, but that society that placed there. So I pray again that this word, which is very poetic, will bless you even as you listen in Jesus' name. So thank you so much, Dr. Famaki, for being here. And I didn't remember to say it during the live the live show. I want to say that Happy Father's Day to you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much thank you so much for being here.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
All right, so I will put you in the studio again. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us today. I pray that it is a wonderful day for you. And I pray that God blesses you and that He will bless you even as you listen to this podcast. Until next time, I have been your host, Sophia Adebakare. Have a great one. Bye-bye.